No, we can't. I can't hear you right now.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Wake Up Basketball. I'm your host, CJ Toledano. I'm joined by my permanent co-hosts. We got NBA champion Richard Jefferson, or Daddy Rich, as you can see below him. And then we also got the king of Twitch, LosPollosTV, aka Los. What is going on, fellas? Episode 2. How we feeling?
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. We had a lot of basketball. We had a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. I know the chat's going to be crazy. That's what I'm excited about because I actually jumped in my chat, sent a few questions, wanted to know what they want to talk about. So I got even more topics that you guys aren't even ready for yet.
Los, how you feeling?
This is a bit of like a flu game type stream for me because I'm not feeling good, but I will push through it for you guys.
I mean, how much is you sitting in a chair and having what is it, allergies you said pre-show?
This isn't like a joking matter. Like pollen is not funny.
Pollen is funny. Pollen is funny. Do you know why it's funny? Because any grown man, which I consider you grown, like talking about pollen in the air. Like, is this like that? Look, I'm sorry. Like, allergies, this whatever, but like, pollen's quite funny.
That's funny. Okay, no, I guess allergies are funny. I guess I don't know. That's fine.
Well, I mean, you were like, let's not talk about pollen like it was a social issue.
Yeah,
it is an issue. It's a social issue that needs to be addressed, but we can talk about it later.
Okay, we'll talk about it later.
We'll talk about it later. We're already off to a great start. Episode 1. Shout out to you guys. You really showed up in the chat, just like all the feedback, and we're just gonna keep doing it. So keep dropping comments in the chat. Tell us what to do. Tell us your takes. We'll show them off. Like let's just go right into it. So
wait, really quick. Yeah, Alex Ryder. Yeah. Go into that.
Go
into that. I want to make sure we address that shit early.
Okay, so Alex Ryder 003. You got lucky that you didn't get to make that $50,000 bet, Daddy Rich, for Knicks versus Hawks. I mean,
look,
address that.
Make no mistake. Yes, the Knicks won, or the Knicks lost. Excuse me, but like you make the bet for the sake of the bet, not because you believe or you have this heart passion. I wanted to make the bet. I literally called my boss and was like, yo, can I do this? And they were just like, no, you can't do it. There's just too many things that this could go sideways and blah, blah, blah. And then so I was like, all right, fine. But at the end of the day, I was willing to make the bet. I was mad that I couldn't make the bet because I thought it would be a great story. And it is still. So
wait, so you make bets just for fun? Like you don't want to win? You just...
No, I think that it's a matter of wanting to win, but part of it is like the bet. Like the fact that like I would have had to pay $50K either way, that's what makes it exciting, right? Yeah, I want to win. I want the Knicks to win, but I don't control it. So that's part of the reason why I'm not a gambler like that. But yes, to have that conversation and possibly make someone give you $50K or have to give it to someone, that would be fun.
Well, can I ask you both this question? Because in the group chat, and I don't want to spend too much time on this, but in the group chat, Richard, you were like quick off the bat. Yeah, I'm betting $50K. Los, you're like, I got half of that. Obviously, you guys have the money. What are the consequences besides losing 50 and 25K?
There are no consequences. Look, the story alone is worth it completely. Am I lying, Los?
Listen. Nobody has. Okay, you have NBA money. You could just lose 50K. Like. I've never heard anyone be like, oh yeah, dude, there's no consequence of losing 50K. That doesn't make any sense to a normal human.
Okay, kids, ladies and gentlemen out there, you should never bet more than what you could lose. Like, you know, when they say bet the house and like, yeah, you should never do that. You should only bet what you're comfortable losing. Comfortable losing that because I believe that the Knicks were going to win. And I thought that I had a chance of winning that series and winning that bet. Thought it was a fun bet. And the fact that he challenged me, all that do is get the competitive juices flowing. It's like, yeah, well, fuck you. I'll bet 50K. What's that? What that got? That's fine, cool. I get it. Let's go. But you know, that's just me. Look, I'm not big on like stunting and talking about like money and stuff. But he came at me on Instagram talking about the bet. I tried to do the bet. I couldn't do it. Los had my back, which I appreciate. CJ, I don't know where CJ was. CJ wanted no part of this.
I said a K. 1K.
That's not good enough.
All right. Well, great advice from Richard. Don't bet the house. I don't even own a house. I rent. But let's go to the next chat. Apollo's Guardian. LeBron will go for 35, 11, and 15 today. Now, we're going to talk about LeBron a shit ton this show. What do you guys think? Accurate prediction from Apollos in our feature chat or what?
Go ahead, Los. I want to hear what you got to say.
No, so I think, listen, a lot of people were blaming LeBron for the loss, and I know we're gonna get more into this later, but I don't know how that's possible when there are dudes setting records for misses in a game. Schroeder 0 for 9. I'm pretty sure the entire starting lineup had 4 points, besides LeBron's 20 something. So I don't know. I want to hope that LeBron could do this, but I don't see him getting 11 or 15 assists if everybody's missing every shot. But
yeah, no, but Los, to your point, right, guys? Listen, this is the cool thing about this show is we get to have these conversations, we get to talk about this. Let me break something down to you, right? Everybody that wants to be like Kobe, MJ would have never did it. Look, if MJ was missing Scottie Pippen, and then his starting backcourt didn't score any points, MJ was going to probably struggle in that game. Now, Magic Johnson has the same amount of championships as Kobe Bryant, and they did it very different ways, right? So don't just say, oh, well, Kobe did this. Look, I understand that was Kobe, and Magic would play a certain way, and LeBron would play a certain way, and they've all proven successful. Their formula works. But you know what Magic Johnson needed? Magic Johnson needed Kareem to play well. He needed Byron Scott to play well. He needed James Worthy to play well. James Worthy had a triple-double in Game 7 of the NBA Finals, right? You know what Larry Bird needed? Larry Bird needed fucking Kevin McHale and Robert Parrish to play well. You need your best players to play well if you're going to be great. That's just part of it. And to have his starting backcourt go 0 points, not have his second best player, come on, guys. Look, and LeBron could have been more aggressive. He could have tried to score more, but ultimately he likes to distribute in the first half, first quarters to get his guys going. So then when he starts to ramp up his scoring, teams have to give him spacing because his guys have already hit shots. If he comes out scoring a bunch of shots and tries to score early in the first half, then his guys don't have rhythms in the second half and in the fourth quarter. It's just, there's chess being played out there, and the dude looks old and tired. That's it. That's just the truth. Not like old, like he can't play anymore, but he's not, you could just see the conditioning isn't what it needs to be. But those are the things that bother me about what LeBron needs to do. It's think about it. You have Anthony Davis out, your starting backcourt goes for 0 points, and we're sitting here arguing about what LeBron needs to do. That's ludicrous. That makes no sense.
So you're saying that no one can win alone, a championship alone. That's what you're saying.
No,
okay,
no one.
Everyone in the chat.
They can't even win games.
Huh?
Go ahead. They can't even win games alone.
I know, exactly. So there's this, we can talk about it later, but this notion that you could win a championship by yourself, people said Dirk won a championship alone. Meanwhile, they ignore everyone else on the team. Jason Kidd was on the team.
Hall of Famer. Jason Kidd, Hall of Famer.
But apparently he, Dirk just won it alone. I don't know, but yeah,
Los, the more we start talking about basketball, the more you'll start filtering through the dumb statements. The more you'll just you just ignore those because dude, it's just the truth. Everyone keeps talking about how much Steph needs Clay, right? Steph needs Clay, but LeBron doesn't need Anthony Davis. Well, LeBron, Steph needs Clay and to even get into the postseason, right? Respectfully, and Clay and Steph had an MVP season, but he needed a great player next to him. LeBron James needs a great player next to him or teammates that are going to play well, right? That's it. This is not defense of him. This is not, I don't give a shit. I'm not a part of any legacy conversation, but it's just the truth, kids. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, let's move into our first topic, which I kind of actually hate that we have to open up the show this way, but there were more fan incidents in the last 7, we straight up, we talked about this last game, but Kyrie, so here let's break this down here. So Kyrie stepped, I guess he stepped or stomped on the fictional Celtics mascot logo, and then this fan threw a water bottle at him. This is after we've had 3 in the past week, and people are still doing this.
Oh, he was so close. So close.
My God.
He's a Celtics fan, so he missed. And then we had the Wizards guy straight up got on the court. Now, is this a security issue? I'm just wondering, what the hell is going on with fans? Why is this ramping up, and how are we not stopping this?
You can't stop it. You can't. But look, fans are back in the building. People are trying to get some attention. It's fun. I'm waiting. What people don't know is Los is not allowed in multiple arenas. because of incidences like this. You okay, Los?
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not allowed in multiple
allergies.
arenas because of things like this. But no, man, that Celtic fan was an idiot. Like, people were trying to tell him, like, run, you need to run away, and he just stood there like a dumb idiot, like committing a crime and staying there. Like, who robs a store and stays and waits for the police? It's time to go, kid.
Hey, I think I remember. Because I went to the finals when you guys were in the finals, the Cavs, and I remember being there, and I think a fan ran on the court at some point. I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
I do. I think a fan ran on the court. But the one thing about this Kyrie stomping on the logo thing, people make it seem like they saw what happened. No one saw what happened. That fan that was up there saw Kyrie go and high five. That fan was waiting there to throw something at Kyrie. People tried to make it seem it was in retaliation to what Kyrie had done. That wasn't that. That fan just happened to do that after Kyrie did it, and I'll stand by that. That was not like, oh wait, did you see what Kyrie did? I'm gonna wait another 30 seconds and throw a bottle at him. So that's lame. That's some shit Los would do.
Well, feature chat, Rogers reality. People have always thrown stuff at opposing players now. It's just 10 times worse because of the pandemic. We keep blaming the pandemic, but what is the pandemic telling us that we should be throwing shit at these NBA superstars who are providing entertainment, who are playing their hearts out? And it's like, yo, I paid for these tickets. I should throw shit at them as they go through the tunnel. Like, there's nothing about the pandemic that said that.
I feel like people are just gonna keep blaming the pandemic for just anything that goes wrong,
right?
Like forever. Like, they're just gonna be like, oh no, like 5 years from now, if the pandemic didn't happen, like, yeah, that's like ridiculous. I don't know.
The pandemic didn't lead Danny Ainge to collect draft picks and turn it into nothing. You know what I mean?
Wait, it's not nothing, CJ. Let's be respectful. It's not nothing. I love a good drama. I love a good drama as much as anybody. But to say that it was nothing, they have a very, very good talent base. And I personally, I think, look, fans are in the buildings, but look, understand this. All the games that have been played, think about how many games have been played. Think about how many fans have been in there. And we can probably, look, 5 incidences, and it's 5 too many, but like, it's been 5 times. Like they played 2 full games in Boston, and the last day, right before they leave, this guy throws something like an idiot. If this idiot doesn't do anything, everything goes. So it's one idiot, and now like he all of a sudden represents the entire fan base, and I think that's a bit unfair. Is 5 incidences too many? Yes, but let's understand too that there was a lot of games played, and that majority of the fans are behaving properly.
Yeah, feature chat, Lost Slimes. That guy streaked the court and all. But can we talk about how he didn't even touch the net or backboard? Isn't that, like, yeah, if you're on the court, you got to take advantage. Slap backboard, I don't know, run some lines or something. I don't know. Like, do fans, is the criticism there?
I just want to know, if in Los's prime, how high could you go?
Dude, I'm slapping backboard on a layup.
Okay.
You know,
board slap? Board slap?
Board slap. I could pull myself up on a net.
Okay. So we never touched rim, like, at any point in our prime.
Like the bottom of the rim. I've touched the
bottom of the rim.
Like
bottom of the rim? The rim is like 2 centimeters.
No, like the little part that's like not the rim, but like behind the rim.
Oh, the
Wait, we got to break. Los, can you break down the parts of a basketball hoop?
Huh? Yes, please. I want to hear you break down the parts of a basketball hoop. Please, let me hear this.
Parts of the basketball hoop. You got the hoop, or the rim. And then you got the back of the thing that's like a little, like you could kind of slap it. It like jiggles a little bit.
Okay, the jiggly part. Gotcha.
The jiggly part. Like,
let me write this down. Hold up.
I've tapped the jiggly part.
Okay, you tapped the jiggly part.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to clip that. He said he'll tap the jiggly part. Los, that's the quote of the show so far.
Yeah. Can we, because we need to have like another square somewhere. I don't think we have enough squares about just what some shit that Los says. So he likes to tap the jiggly part. Good for you. Good for you, Los.
Who doesn't though?
Everyone does.
Who doesn't though? So KD and Kyrie obviously spoke up. They feel like they're part of a human zoo. So what are players asking the league in terms of protection going forward after all this? Like, is it a player not responsibility, but are they speaking up and going like, hey, here's how we got to stop this?
Well, no, part of like, so you see those barriers now where that guy threw the popcorn underneath. underneath, and then you saw where Kyrie was about to walk into that barrier. That barrier was there to protect fans from like doing something last second. And I do think that the more this game progresses, the further you get in the postseason, the less of these things that we're going to see. You know, it's like once them tickets get going, once them tickets prices start getting up, you're not trying to go to jail and pay $500 for some tickets. At least I know I'm not.
I don't know. These guys went viral. I think that's all that matters in their head. Is like they go viral, like they're like, oh yeah, I'll get punished, I'll get banned. But we talked about on the last show, like, what does getting banned mean? Is every game going, hey, this fan who was wearing a fake bootleg Garnett jersey from 8 years ago? This guy got like charged with a crime. Like, okay, it was like with a dangerous weapon or something. I don't know the exact charge, but
what did you get charged with, Los? When you
we're not indecent, but we're not getting into this.
You did indecent exposure. Okay, everybody just.
Oh my God.
It's okay, Los. We don't have to go into it. I just want to know, like, how many days did you spend in jail?
Can we? Where's the next topic? What is this?
Okay, no, not next topic.
This jail time. What?
Alex season, LMAO. They need to put gates around the courts. ATP, LMAO. I don't know what ATP means. I'm 34 years old. Gates.
Los, tell him what ATP means.
At this point?
At this point? Is that it?
Hey, that's my guess.
Whoever's using that's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie. I've never heard anyone say ATP.
We're gonna need like a sorority girl from Delta Gamma at Ole Miss to come and like break down what these words mean. That's what
we're getting called boomers now. I don't know how. No one says that.
Who's calling?
First of all, Alex season, go outside, live a life. What's ATP? Stop living in the internet.
Yeah. What does it say? I can touch the jiggly part. Sleeto 22. That was funny. Ban him. They said ban him. Alex Ryder said ban him. Should we ban this person? Yes.
I'm down to ban anybody at any point. You just tell me, bro.
Okay. All right. What else? What else are we talking about?
Well, here's the thing. So I do want to give a shout out because not all fan interactions are necessarily bad. There was actually a moment, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, where a professional basketball player turned streamer that we may know.
Oh no.
A good fan interaction. Let's take a look at
it. Richard, can you tell my wife hi? Hi.
Legend.
I was joking.
Dude.
Yeah, no, look, that's the thing. We have no problem talking trash, having people yell at us. Like, I could tell you guys, one day I'll tell you guys story after story of like things that you would say courtside. Like literally walking off the court and like having fans telling you to stay out of the club because they saw you the night before, or at a restaurant, or just telling you you're trash. I've literally seen guys do this, right? Guy was talking trash, sitting next to his girl, courtside. Good for him. So then what does he do? He looks at his girl and goes, "Hey, is that your man?" And she's like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Yeah, that's my girl." He looked at her and goes, "You're underachieving." And then like ran off, right? Like that's how you get to fans. That's how you talk trash to fans. It's like you just say little jabs that they don't even think about. Telling a guy that's sitting courtside, telling his girl. Now we're not talking about courtside Karen, what happened with Braun. That was a bit excessive. But, you know, throwing jabs at fans, look, you guys would be surprised if you get that close, some of the shit that is said to fans, because fans get the chirp back quickly.
I was about to say, I remember a clip of Westbrook, and he wasn't that nice about it. He was like straight up like, "Oh, your wife's ugly," like just going crazy. Like I've heard Westbrook go crazy on fans before.
Yeah.
They've gone crazy on him too, though.
Los, I've seen you go crazy on fans.
See, all right, man.
I'm gonna defend Los here. I love it. He keeps it real. He's not like pandering to them. He's like, you guys are nuts.
Los, would you call yourself a Russell Westbrook?
If you're talking about the chat, yeah, they try to abuse me. Like, I'm
not gonna lie. So see, this is the thing. Now you're starting to get fired up. Are you the Russell Westbrook of this show? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I feel like I'm in Utah right now. I'm in Utah. Like, I want to fight back.
You want to fight back? That's fine. I'm okay with that.
Well, Reg09, okay, because I gotta talk about this. Reg09, he said, "Yo, I gotta watch out with my girl when Daddy Rich is around." And why I'm reading this one emphatically is because my wife, who was supporting this show, retweeted a clip of us. I didn't even tell the producers, but we should have had this ready. Our Daddy Rich conversation where, again, I'm going to continue. You set the rules, guys, and I'm calling you Daddy. And my wife saw that and retweets it and goes, I'm going to start calling Richard Daddy too. And I'm like, this is supposed to be a great moment for me. This show, dude, I have a host.
Tell me you're joking, right? This
basketball show.
Yes, his wife tweeted that, and obviously, because I care about the show, I just look. I don't know what it is. I don't know what CJ and his wife. We talked about how CJ likes feet last episode. I don't know what it is. Anyways, yeah. So in support, your wife supported me, and I just said that. Look, the name is working well. That's it. The name is working well. That's fine. That's fine.
Listen, I want the show to go well, so I'm just gonna keep moving.
Oh, okay. Keep going. What's up?
Los, do you have any advice on that?
You know what? That's the signs of a strong relationship where that's if you're completely cool with that, then it's like, oh yeah, you got a good relationship.
Hey man, the deposit went through. That's why I'm completely cool.
Yeah, that's all that matters. All that matters. All right, what's next? What we got?
People are asking, speaking of which, why Daddy Rich is the oldest on the show but looks the youngest.
Good clean living, kids. I don't drink. I had a drink of alcohol in my life. I eat vegan. All of these things are lies, but it's still fun to kind of tell people. It's still kind of fun to tell people. I don't know, man. Black don't crack. That's it. Blacks, Asians, we don't age. That's it. Like, people don't know that CJ is 77 years old. That's one of the things that the people don't know. People don't know that he's that old.
Chad, that's actually not far off from his real age.
Yeah, that's not far off.
Being honest. Not gonna reveal, but yeah.
When it starts getting turned on me like this, I'm gonna say, let's go to break.
Somebody was like, Daddy Rich was oddly specific about the sorority girl. I don't know. That's all I can think of.
Guys, we're going to break. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Interact with our chat, our polls, our questions. We'll be back. This is Wake Up Basketball.
I'm getting in the Daddy Rich chat right now, guys. Let's go.
You guys know where 2.1
All right. We're back. We're back. Don't talk about any of that stuff you were talking about in the break. Guys, you may have seen that bumper. Will Dame's last game as a Blazer be game 6? I haven't heard any of this. In this, if he ever left, it probably would be the most shocking sports thing that ever happened in my lifetime. Is this a real possibility?
You're way too old. You're way too old to have Dame leaving Portland.
That's not even crazy.
That's not even top 10, right? It's not even top 10. I think we've seen 5 more shock. I think having James Harden go to the Nets is more shocking than that. But do I think Dame is going to leave? What do you think? What do you guys think?
No, man, he's too loyal. He's too loyal to the Blazers, and I feel like he'd rather never win a championship than abandon his city. I feel like that's the type of dude Lillard is.
I just feel like, the same way that I felt when KD was in OKC, kind of like it's this like small market team. Why would he ever do this? Like all the headlines, even like for the community, like he's always doing it for good. He's going to win one for the city. And then he went to the Warriors. And so now I'm like, I can't count it out for anybody.
It is tough because Dame has talked a lot of trash, especially recently, like whether it's the Paul George or different people about them going and joining up. Like he's talked real heavily about it. So I just don't see Dame leaving for that reason. Now, would Dame sign an extension and then get traded someplace? Then he could be like, look, I was traded. This was not by my choice. I could see that. But to say that Dame is going to go sign somewhere else in free agency, I don't see. I think Dame, this is the thing. I think Dame wants to get a superstar to come play with him. Dame is okay with teaming up as long as they're coming to him. He's not going to them. Remember that.
Okay, so 2 questions. Where would he go if he left? And or who is the superstar that would join him?
I don't know. I don't know. I know there was talk of like Giannis before Giannis signed up signed up his extension with Milwaukee. There was talk about him and Dame would pair well together. Dame is a late game scorer. That's what you need. That's what you want. So he would probably want to play with somebody that's a bruiser. I think Giannis would have been a perfect one. Somebody along those things. But Dame is special. Dame can go anywhere and dominate anywhere he went. That's just him.
Someone in the chat said Kawhi opts out of LA and goes to Portland next year to be with Dame. Dude, I feel if the Clippers lose, I feel like we're gonna talk about that later, but if the Clippers lose, Kawhi is gonna join like the Warriors or like Dame or someone. Like he's gonna try to just go to the next super team or something. Like,
but is he really like that? Like he came to LA not necessarily to win. I mean, yeah, everyone's going somewhere to win, but also he came here because he's from here.
Yes, that's the key. That's the key thing that people forget. It's like if you want to be in a city, right? Like he's won 2 championships. He's won 2 finals MVPs. Is he going to up and leave the city that he just signed 3 years with? Like part of the whole, what are you going to do to keep me is to make sure that your team is going over the cap to keep you, to make sure that they give you kind of what you want. You see it with superstars signing a 2-year deal, 3-year deal where they can opt out very, very quickly. What it does is it forces the team to do stuff to make sure that they keep him there. So that's the part that when people talk about Kawhi's going to leave, it's like, dude, he wanted to come to LA. Like he had been trying to come to the Lakers and or the Clippers. So I just don't see him leaving for that reason, because it's like, I don't think he wants to go to, he's going to go back to Toronto. No, that man wants to be in LA and live in LA. That's where he's from.
I mean, the Golden State is right there. Like,
no, you can commute from San Diego where he lives to LA, but you can't commute from San Diego to the Warriors or to San Francisco to Portland to New York, so.
What kind of dumbass question is this? If Kawhi joins the Warriors, are you going to call him a snake? No, he's not a snake, right? Like this man can go do whatever he wants. He can go play whatever he wants. Are we going to talk about it? Do we think he needs to do it? Like does where he might rank in the conversations that no one really gives a shit about? Like where is he going to rank as like a top player? Yeah, all those things like go into the pot. Go do whatever you want. Do what makes you happy. If you want to go play, if you want to retire, do that.
Yeah.
If you want to go join the Lakers, go do that. Now we're going to talk about it. But
okay. Well, we're talking about this because we keep saying if the Clippers lose. So we consider ourselves experts on this. And if you guys watched the first episode, you guys at home, you might have saw our prediction about this Clippers series. And so we have a little segment we like to call When Facts Change. And let's play back a little something that we have from the first episode here.
They're fighting for their lives. And what's crazy is when they're fighting for their lives, they're fighting for potential, like, is Kawhi coming back? They just hired a brand new coach, GM, like all this stuff is going to be
fighting for their franchise. And when Kawhi came, they got rid of all their assets, all their draft picks. Like they have nothing if Kawhi leaves.
This series is over.
Ooh, that was a hot look. You were feeling real nervous after it was tied 2-2, and then the Clippers were up in that game at home. Like Los, what do you think?
I feel like when was that? Was that when the Mavs were up 2-0?
2-0, yeah.
2-0 on the road.
Yeah, honestly, nothing has really changed. Like I still think the Mavs will win because the games that they lost, Luka was like injured. Like he had like a neck thing and like an arm thing or something. And then you saw last night he was feeling good. Look what he did. A 40-point triple-double, like ridiculous. So like if he's healthy for game 6, I feel like why would the Mavs not do the same thing? You know?
I mean, yeah.
Go ahead, CJ.
No,
I need to hear that. That was a bold caught in 4K. That was a bold statement. But look, you said it was over. You didn't say that, they were gonna sweep. You just said it was over, that the Mavericks had a whole stranglehold on this series. I got your back, CJ.
I mean, yes, it's caught on tape. I said this series is over, but not only that, I dropped $850 last night to sit like 8 rows at game 5. So like that's how much we're experts. We know basketball a little bit and we drop takes and predictions. But man, if people knew, and which I'm telling you guys right now, not only did I say the series is over, But only 6 days later did I drop almost $1,000 to see that game live because I was like, this is a series. We can be real wrong sometimes.
Well, and this is my thing, like really quickly, like again, we're gonna reference the Lakers because we're gonna talk about Braun and Bunch, but this is how poor the Lakers are playing. Tim Hardaway Jr. would be the second best player on the Lakers. Tim Hardaway
100%.
Jr.
100%.
100%. Like Tim Hardaway Jr. would be the second best player. If the Lakers had Tim Hardaway Jr. with the way he's performing right now, the Lakers would be up 3-2. They don't even have a person as good, if not better, than Tim Hardaway Jr. That's what the Lakers are working with. That to me is kind of lets you know.
What's weird. That's what's weird with the Lakers. Like Schroeder one day could look like a dude who could potentially deserve like what does he want, $100 million? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot. Like, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. But then other games he'll look like, you know, someone who is gonna play for the Shanghai Sharks next year. You know what I mean? So that's where it's like it's so inconsistent. At least the Mavs role players
they've been playing well. They've been playing well.
You know?
But if you notice, Luka plays very similar to Braun, where he gets everyone involved. Now Luka's more of a scorer, right? He can shoot the ball and do all this stuff. But when he's averaging 8, 9, 10 assists, getting these triple doubles, it's because he knows getting people involved will allow that lane to open up, and him shooting his jumper will allow that lane to open up even further. Now he starts weaving and doing all this stuff that's hard to guard. But no, man, I think your last week prediction about the Clippers was spot on. Now the Clippers won 2 games, and then all of a sudden now the Mavericks won a close one last night. But dude, it's just hard. I can't say that the Clippers are going to lose until they actually lose. That's my thing. It's just hard for me. You know, they've actually shown a lot. In Game 3, they were down 19 in the first half and came back to win. So they are fighting.
Well, our takes are all good and great, but let's keep talking about the Clippers here. But I do want to get chat involved. So why don't we go to our little segment we call Live Polos with LosPollos. I mean, that shit is a mouthful. So this is where we're going to run polls and discuss topics. But you guys, the chat, everyone watching, vote on the polls. Pull up Twitch Sports. Even if you're watching on Daddy Rich, on mine, on Los, pull up another tab. Go to Twitch Sports. Those are where the polls are exclusively. And you guys are going to vote on our next few topics. And Los, saying he knows so much about his audience, is going to guess what you guys think.
Nothing.
So this is another opportunity for us to make Los look stupid, which is becoming a pastime of ours.
CJ, you're
wow! Like look. See this? I didn't even start that, Los. I didn't even start that. That was
I'm
literally.
sorry.
Last time we did this, I got it right, so I don't know. Like, what are the options?
What is the poll?
What do you mean? What are the options? Okay, here's the first question. All right.
Okay.
Clippers. We're talking Clippers still. So Clippers come back. They were down 0-2. They came back. They tied the series. They lost last night. Luka looks healthy. Luka looks 100%. So do we call this series a Mavs win? Are they closing this out?
This is going to be the first blemish on Luka Doncic's career because he's up 3-2 with a home game and he's going to lose. That's what I think people are going to say. I'm not saying, some people are saying it.
Listen, Luka played poorly in the fourth quarter and they still won. That's how just bad the Clippers are as a team. Not saying Kawhi is bad or anyone like that, but Luka's gonna drop 50 points and they're gonna win game 6. And when we replay this next week on that segment, you're gonna see exactly. I predicted it. So 50-point win.
Wow.
Wow.
You didn't learn from that segment, Los?
50-point win.
And I'm going to put money on it.
Like those things grow on trees. Like Los is predicting a 50-point win, y'all. Come on, people.
What did he score? What did he score game 5?
Oh, jeez.
Game 5, 42.
42? And that was with him playing bad in the fourth. Like missing every shot.
Why?
No, I was there. He had 30 at the half pretty much.
What is all the 1-1-1? Oh, that's that. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, so people 1 yes, 2 no. They're gonna guess. Let's go to the chat first. Luca is Dirk in PG form. I mean, when all's said and done,
is like Havoc23 says Los jinx the Clippers winning it all now. That's what they think about you.
This is what's crazy.
My predictions have come true. Go ahead, CJ.
No. I mean, like, so no one's won a home game here. Is that a little strange? Also, with the narrative that like the Clippers, Staples, LA isn't Clippers home court. Like, dude, again, I was at the game. Lot of Lakers jerseys. Had nothing to do with Mavs Clippers. And I know it's Kobe, RIP Kobe, shout out Kobe. I saw LeBron jerseys. I saw Anthony Davis high school jerseys.
What? Like, I look, I love the people that just, my favorite people are the people that just wear whatever sport jersey. Like, I'm going to a basketball game, I'm gonna wear a basketball jersey. And like, look, I'm not like looking down on people, but like you see people wear, I'm gonna wear a Broncos jersey to a basketball game, or I'm gonna wear a bit, and you're just like, dude, you did like, okay, we get it. Like you like sports, but don't just wear like a random football. I saw a guy wearing a Denver Broncos jersey when we were in Utah, and I just didn't understand it. I'm like, what? Like, how did that even go about, people? Just buy a t-shirt, just go there normal. Don't put on random sports gear when you're going to a game. Just please.
All right, now the producers are roasting me. Hey, CJ, were you at the game? Yes, I was at the game, and it hurt my bank account tremendously.
What did you wear to the game?
I just wore like a pink Stoozy shirt. I'm a Lakers guy, so my wife.
Why would you pay? So why would you pay all of that money to go watch the Clippers in if you're a Laker guy?
Because I love basketball, and you know what? I was like, I could spend this amount for the game tonight, but I didn't want to be heartbroken. I'll pay.
Oh, you're soft.
Listen.
You're soft. This dude is soft. You see that? Like, he's acting emotional. Get out of your feelings, dude.
You gotta go in there like, oh, LeBron's gonna have a 40-point game. They're gonna win. Like, what do you mean heart, dude?
Yeah.
And another thing, all the people wearing Lakers jerseys there, it's because, there's no real Clippers fans. It's Lakers fans that live there, and they want to go watch Luka. Like, that's all that was. It's nothing like... That's nothing insane. If Giannis was in town, they want to go watch Giannis. Curry. Like, there's no Clippers fans.
It's honestly that to me is like, you could be in that building for like an epic LeBron James game, Lakers down, and you're like, I'm afraid, I'm nervous, and I don't want to be heartbroken. You're one of those people. Just know, people, that CJ is one of those guys. Like when they pan to the crowd and they show the kids crying, or they show the grown men crying, that'll be CJ. But it's cool.
I can't argue with it. I mean, maybe I'll spend my $1,000 I was going to give you for that bet on tickets tonight.
Yes.
What is this? Los is the Charles Barkley of this segment?
Does that bother you? How does that make you feel?
What the hell is this?
What?
Well, that's pretty great, man. He goes viral all the time for his takes.
Are you offended or are you excited about this?
Because I'm extremely offended.
I think you should be offended. I do. I personally think that's actually my burner account calling you Charles.
Mods, you know what to do. Man.
You're like an out of shape Charles Barkley. That's what I think.
That literally doesn't make any sense. That actually doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense? To say that you are an out of shape Charles Barkley?
Dude, I am in so much better shape than Charles Barkley. He can't even move.
But do you understand? Like, you know what? But you know what he doesn't have? He doesn't have allergies.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I'm just.
He never talks about it on inside.
He never talks about it on air. You talk about it on air.
You're allergy shaming me. So you don't have allergies, and this is what you do.
Yeah, this is what I do.
Okay, that's fine.
Wait, did you guys see that comparison of after the show again? And I want to tell this because I want fans to keep making these photoshops. They said I was Ernie. Richard was Kenny, and I think Los was Barkley, was Chuck.
Listen, dude.
Somebody's like an out of shape Charles. Yeah. I personally think that you remind me of like a poor man's out of shape Charles Barkley.
Bro, that's literally okay, dude. I'm literally Shaq. If this is what we're like going by, I'm Shaq. If we're going by that panel.
Why? Okay, dude. Look, guys. I think everyone can pick up when like Los's blood pressure starts getting a little bit higher and he starts getting a little.
That's not funny. Blood pressure jokes are not funny.
It's not. What jokes aren't funny?
Blood pressure jokes aren't funny.
Blood pressures aren't funny.
That's not funny. That's not funny.
That's not funny. Okay. Okay.
We're learning the lines. He's drawing the lines in front of us. Real question here. If Clippers and Lakers are out, which were a lot of people's favorites, who do you think is going to come out of the West?
The Utah Jazz. I think the Utah Jazz are the best team outside of those guys. Those guys actually, I think the Lakers and Clippers have the right talent if it was healthy, if it was playing well. I think the Utah Jazz are the next, I think they're the third best team or most talented team, and they're playing well. Donovan Mitchell, balling. I think their second round matchup against Luka, I think having that shot blocker, if let's say if Luka does, if the Mavericks do, having that shot blocker inside can help slow Luka down a little bit. I think they have guys that can make Luka work, and I think Luka would have to guard somebody on the other end, which I don't think he's having to really do that much in this Clippers series.
Los?
Well,
and then let's go into the results of this poll.
Thank you.
Should I give my prediction? I think it's no.
Ooh.
Oh, we're going to go right into the poll. Okay. So let's go to the poll. Los thinks his fans are going to majority vote no.
We got a lot of Suns. A lot of people talking about the Suns. Wow. Yeah, well,
results. Here we go.
It
Here we
sucks
go.
to be wrong, guys.
Los,
69%. Nice.
Nice.
Hey, I'm actually glad I was wrong on that. I thought the chat was going to troll.
Say what?
I thought they were going to say that the Clippers still got a shot. I'm glad that this is...
Well, why do you think that? Why did you think that they were going to go no?
I thought, like, at that point, they were just going to go with the opposite of what I said, but I'm chat, good job. Good job.
Yeah, there we go. It's good to get the chat. The Sun, now we got Sun suck. All right, L's for Los Lakers.
So Lakers are on the verge of elimination. This is our next LosPollos. People are very upset about your second favorite team, Los. So I'm going to put this in the chat. I'm also going to put this to you, Richard. Do we think that Los is more upset about the Lakers potentially losing the first round, or his alleged favorite team, the Heat, getting swept by the Bucks? So is he more mad about the Lakers losing, potentially losing, or more mad that the Heat
why
are
are you
out?
making that face already?
No, because I love how he says alleged favorite team. Like this is like some criminal investigation. Like,
what do you mean?
What are you saying? If I'm like, no, the Heat are my favorite team, that's it.
I mean, but you have millions of fans saying you are a fake Heat fan. I'm learning about you. I'm trying to get the backstory of Los.
Dude,
and they're telling me that you're a fake
gotta learn.
Heat
Listen. You gotta understand that they are trolls. They troll. They're just gonna say whatever to make me angry and whatever.
Well, what's going on right now?
Oh, what is that? Is that? Do they have a?
What is this graphic?
They have a graphic. For
No.
Los?
Dude, whoever did that, hey, this is wrong. This is wrong. That's wrong. Listen. That's fine. I know what's gonna happen. They're gonna vote Lakers. It's gonna be 94%. I already know. I know already. We can check the poll.
What do you mean? So you're saying that your fans think that you're gonna be more mad about the Lakers, your second favorite team?
No, because that's it. Yeah, because the LeBron.
Let me say this. One, the Los Rage thing was awesome. Like we need that. We need that. Even
we see it one more time.
Even Los, he
Rage?
can't even lie. He's gonna have that on his buttons things now. Anyways. The truth is, and everybody knows, I don't even need to see it's going to be he's more upset about the Lakers, and this is why. The Heat had a great year last year, and he is a fan, but look, they played against Milwaukee, they didn't have a great year. Like with LeBron and the Lakers, like you still want to watch LeBron for more than just 5-6 games. You want to watch him for multiple rounds. You want to see his games against multiple teams. That's kind of what you want to see. So I understand he's probably going to be more devastated about the Lakers L's than the Heat, and I think
but the Lakers is a hypothetical that isn't going to happen because LeBron is going to win tonight. Clip this one too for next week's show. LeBron will win tonight. It is June 3rd. Okay, he will win tonight.
Okay.
Hey, we got to make a graphic. We got to
no.
Yeah,
listen.
go.
What's the bet? What's the bet, Los? What's the bet?
The bet?
What's the bet?
Well, I know you can't do money. I mean, We can do.
We can do. I can do money amongst.
Don't do money. Money's not
Oh, we
fun.
can do money amongst friends. Oh,
We can do money
Effective
amongst
life.
friends. We can do money amongst friends. No. We can do money amongst friends. I just can't do it on social media with one of the third members of Migos. That's what I'm not allowed to do.
So you're saying that they're not gonna win tonight? You're saying they're gonna lose?
I'm just saying. Look, if that's what your bet is, I'll play devil's advocate, and I just want to know what the bet is.
The bet should be, and we've talked about this before, Los has to wear a suit. Not like he has to legitimately go get fitted for a suit and host a whole show with a suit on.
Wow. First of all, this is one thing, Los. I just want to say kind of our thing is this. If you're not a part of the bet, you're not allowed to speak. Right? You hear that, CJ?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
CJ, if you're not a part of this bet, you don't get to speak.
CJ, if you're
well,
not,
then
if you're
put
not
me in it.
willing, if
Put
you're
me in
not
the
willing
bet.
to
You
lose
wanna be
your
in the bet?
eyebrows, you're
Yeah,
not in
put me
it.
in the bet. I'm just trying to
then
catch
ask
up to you guys.
Then ask
So.
to be in the bet. Like it's like the
All right,
first
I'm in.
someone's getting laughed at, and then this random
What
person.
side are you on? What side are you on?
Lakers.
You're on the Lakers side. Okay.
Yes.
So I think, since Richard is this, oh yeah, 50K, oh, who cares? You know what I think? I think, and I see CJ, the last episode, you had some shoes in the background, those Kobe's.
Grinches. Yep.
I really like those.
Yeah.
I think Richard should just buy us whatever shoe we want.
I like that.
I love that.
Well, what? No, but that's the thing. Is like whatever shoe you want. Like y'all are gonna ask for some off-white Jordan 4s that like.
And you don't have off-white Jordan 4 money?
I don't,
Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't, no, it's
Dude.
not. I'm just saying that. It's just like I don't even need to cap it, but it's like what do I get?
Decide, and we'll fulfill our side of the bet.
Whatever
if
you
the
want,
Lakers
because
lose.
I know they're gonna win. So whatever you want, you
Okay,
tell me.
I want the Jordan Christian Dior's.
I can't do that.
How much is it? How much is it? How much is that?
I'll send your
don't know.
kid to college before I get you the Dior
Are
Jordan.
these like $10,000? I was talking about a normal shoe. You're talking crazy.
Yeah.
What?
Who do you think we are?
Look, you asked. You got who brought up shoes? Like those are the ones I want. Those are the ones I want. That's all I want. That's all
No,
I
we
need.
can't. You gotta bring
You
it
guys
down.
you guys
I'm
are
not.
fucking soft.
You gotta scale the bet a little bit. You gotta scale it a little.
Well, listen, man. Look. All I'm saying is like, look. that's what I wanted. I don't know. I need to get on
What size are
StockX.
you?
That's
What
why I buy
size
my
are you?
shoes on StockX anyway.
What size are you?
I am a 14 in Jordans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking. What are you looking
Los
up?
is on the computer right now.
Los is like.
Los
Okay.
is-
So you want the high top or the low top?
whatever one is cheaper.
Wait, what's going on here? You think you're really?
Somebody
gonna...
says 7,500 on StockX right now.
Okay. They literally, your size literally is $12,000. Bro, it doesn't even make sense.
we can't do that. Los, you're gonna have to go like 80-90% on that purchase.
Oh my God.
Los. How about this? What size are you, Los?
11.
You're 11. How much are the 11s? How much is 11?
Oh, 11's a popular size.
11 is, oh no, it's 9,300.
Oh, only 9,000.
Wait, what are we
You're
talking about? Do you guys hear Jordan shoes cost that much? Like that's just absurd right now. Okay, whatever.
All right,
Everybody wants you
Lakers,
to
though.
shave your beard. I'm not gonna have Los shave his beard. I'm not gonna have to do that.
Chat, you wouldn't want to see that. It's just not, I don't want a baby face.
Ooh, people are calling you out though, Los, saying that you would scam, that you wouldn't pay me.
Listen.
All right,
listen,
guys,
listen.
let's talk about
I know
basketball.
what it is. The
Okay,
Los,
all right. Go ahead,
Los
Richard.
hot tub stream. That's what I would want.
Okay, I'm not that confident, LeBron. Hold on. Chill.
Oh, you're gonna start writing names like on your arm and stuff like that. And
Oh my God.
Wait, and so that's interesting, Los, though. You said you're not that confident about LeBron. Like,
I'm
there
not
are
gonna
some
get
levels
naked
to
on
this.
stream and just roll around in a hot tub. Like that's it. Like that's the lowest of the low for me. Like if I did
So,
that.
if a hot tub stream was on the line, do you have Suns closing this series out?
in Cinco, are we gonna have guest hosts? Yes, we are in Cinco. It's funny you should ask. In Cinco.
If AD doesn't play, I'm scared. But I don't know. Is he a game time decision?
Yeah, I think he's game.
AD's not playing, dude.
And
Yeah.
I don't think AD even playing right now. I think he's at like 70 if he comes back at most.
And look, like I never question someone's injuries, like if they're injured. That's one that I think that's a rule that should be followed. You don't question someone's injuries, but you can question someone's durability. You can question someone's durability, and his durability is a serious question. That's just That's just the flat, honest truth. Like, my thing is this: when they talk about him being a top 5 talent, name one other player in the league that they call a top 5 talent. No one else. You know who the top 5 shooters, you know who the greatest shooter is all time, you know who's the best this, and that. But Anthony Davis, that term used for him, top 5 talent, is used because he's not a top 5 player. He has top 5 talent, but he's not a top 5 player. So that basically means that like he is underachieving for his talent level. Because talented, top 5 players do it every night for multiple years, and Anthony Davis just isn't there yet because he's not durable enough.
And correct me if I'm wrong, because I love what you're saying here. But LeBron was trying to pass this team off to AD, and it just hasn't happened. And it is like, as a Lakers fan, like, it's disappointing. And I love AD. He seriously won a lot of those games, like last season or last in the bubble. But man, it's been a decline, and it's like LeBron wants to be the number 2. I feel like, or a number 3 in some ways.
Yeah, he's look like LeBron. Like, I saw this thing from Colin Cowherd, and he was like, LeBron James has constantly been looking for his Pippen, right? Where a guy that works as hard as him, compliments him, wants to just go and do, like, look, he went and got it with D Wade, but D Wade towards the end was kind of falling down. Him and Kyrie would have been a great pairing. Like, you are the skill scorer, I'm the setup guy, but ultimately that kind of felt. And then he gets Anthony Davis, and Anthony Davis it just looks like he's not durable enough to do. Like, think about all the finals runs. And the messed up thing about Bron's ankle is that they're like, oh, he's getting older. It's like a dude rolled on his ankle. Like, it doesn't matter if Bron would have been in game 1, game 700, or if someone rolls on your ankle, there's nothing you can do there. We've seen him land on someone's foot and still play, but when someone rolls on your ankle and you have this weird, like high ankle sprain stuff, that's just unlucky, right? And so I just look at this team, and you're just like, yo, Anthony Davis, they wanted to pass it off to him. This is Anthony Davis's team, but I don't know if he can do it.
Hey, listen. If this goes wrong and LeBron's trying to find a Pippen, hey, just go over to Golden State. I wouldn't mind that at all.
Bron's not going to Golden State. Bron's not leaving LA. Bron's not leaving Los Angeles, California.
Yeah,
I know we're talking about Kawhi. I don't know. Come on, Los.
Don't start that. Don't start
that team though.
No, he's not. Like, the next place he's going to play is back in Cleveland.
Yeah. And Steph's coming to the Lakers before that happens. But let's go to the poll. Los.
Well, what's the poll?
What are you thinking?
90% Lakers.
I think that's low. I think that's low.
We're all waiting.
Yes, I said it's low. I said it was low. Gosh, Los.
I'm not going to make fun of you for like 2 minutes.
Los, their level of disrespect towards your fandom is something that I respect.
Listen,
I respect their level of disrespect. You look hurt. Why are you hurt, Los? Why you look hurt?
Nah, you know what? maybe. I don't know. The Heat have let me down. I don't know.
Los, you realize we're just talking basketball, man. Like, look, you guys see what you guys did. You guys hurt our guy Los's feelings. Like, he took this shit personally. He's like, yo, really? 95% of these people like don't believe that I'm a Heat fan. Like, that's the part you can see it on his emotion. Yeah. Right? Like, I know he's a fiery guy, he's a passionate guy, but Los is emotional. He has feelings. And for you guys to say 95% of you guys don't believe that he's a Heat fan, like, he's not even upset. He's disappointed.
I believe you, Los. But hey, Richard, can I ask you this? What? Does this Suns-Lakers series have any resemblance to that Celtics-Cavs series from a few years ago? Down 3-2, like LeBron, just like, oh, I'm LeBron James.
Yeah, but the problem is with that is just the dude, he's not as old, or he's a lot older now, and he wasn't in great shape. I just can't express to you guys enough. Like, there's playoff shape, there's, he's got to get in game shape. Well, game shape, and then there's playoff shape. There's a whole nother gap there of being in the playoffs, because when you have 3-minute timeouts, you get more rest. That's why guys are able to play longer stretches, and you don't have to rest them as much because the national TV timeouts are longer. Just give you guys a little insight. So those, instead of being 2 minutes, they're 3 minutes long. So that means you get 3 minutes of breaks. Point being is that LeBron James isn't in the best shape because he hasn't played a ton of games. He played 2 games in 2 months before the postseason got started. Then Anthony Davis goes down in game 3 or game 4 he goes down. So it's like now all of a sudden they're constantly playing catch up. Schroeder didn't play many games leading up because he was in the COVID protocol. I didn't want to feel like he missed like the last 5 or 6 games. So ultimately, I just think, dude, that they are sluggish. So I just don't see Bron just being like, I got it. Let's go, guys. I don't see it.
People are just ignoring that LeBron literally is injured and coming back from an injury. That's what it is. Coming back from an injury. Because people are referencing 2018. Oh, he like took over, and it's like, dude, 2018 he was not injured at all. Like he wasn't injured. That 2018 was arguably like the greatest LeBron playoff run, even though they got swept in the finals.
Yeah.
That first game, he had like the 50-point game. But I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping to see a legendary LeBron performance tonight.
But we don't need a legendary LeBron performance. That's why I keep trying to tell y'all. You know what you need? You need people to hit some damn shots.
Yeah.
That's what you need.
He needs help. But let's wrap. Let's go to break.
No, you go to break. You can do whatever, guys. I'm gonna get in the chat. Daddy Rich, holla at me. Chat. You guys can say whatever you want to me on Daddy Rich. We'll talk about Los. I have some questions that people are gonna want to ask. So put your questions in there, and I'll try and answer them in the chat during this break.
I'm going in there too.
All right. This is Wake Up Basketball. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Wake Up Basketball. Before we get to our next segment, Daddy Rich, what do you got to tell us?
I got to tell you guys, I just want to say thank you to the people at Twitch, to the Twitch family, to our Wake Up Basketball family. I just cracked 1,000 followers. I know that seems like nothing to you guys, but I'm really close to catching Los. That's what it is. I'm not stopping until I catching Los, and I don't know if that's possible, but I appreciate all the follows from you guys. I'm in the chat every time. I don't care about Los and CJ. This is about you guys. You guys. I have 1,000 people in the entire world of Twitch that follow me, and it means so much.
Hey man, make sure you guys follow Daddy Rich.
That's my guy, Los.
Hey,
and follow
not
CJ.
though. Don't follow, but follow.
All right,
follow Daddy Rich. Yeah.
Listen, I'm ecstatic every week that we get to talk to your fan base. Shout out to Los's crew and to Daddy Rich's crew. But going in this segment that I'm pretty excited about because I feel like we came up with it in the first episode, show and tell. Now, you guys were like, I didn't bring shit.
No.
Yeah, what are you talking? What happened?
What? Yeah,
well, I have a very special thing to show and tell. I was, as you guys know, and from my background, I was in Ohio last week. We've talked about Richard. We all know you played for the Cavs, and I have a very special item. Is Tasha around, Richard? Can you tell Tasha to present you with the item?
What on earth? Yes, our lovely assistant, Tasha. What is going on here? This is creeping me out.
You have no idea about this.
No, what is this?
This is my show and tell. This is how we were going to kick this segment off.
What on earth?
It's the Dior.
Oh, wow. Yo, okay, see, guys.
See, these are a gift.
These were some of my favorite. These were fire. See, this is what you guys don't know. Like, yes, I didn't have a signature shoe, but I was a signature athlete for Nike. So you see my logo is right there. That's RJ24. Not everybody got that. Not everybody gets they logo. That's my logo, RJ24. You can see it. That's sexy. Am I signing this?
Yeah, can you sign it? There's a little note that was attached, so I'll give you backstory on this. Was shooting some videos with the fine people of Ohio. This kid who has a crazy sneaker collection says, this is one of my favorite shoes. It's a game-worn Richard Jefferson. I think it was against the Pistons, that first round that you guys swept. Yeah, and so, I mean, dude, people in
look
Ohio
at those shoes. Those shoes
love
are
you.
fire. Duh, I'm telling you, like Nike with the colorways that they would send me, and okay, so when you're a Nike signature guy, they'll give you like special colorways, whatever team you're on. But I'm telling you, the Cavs colorways that they send me, them shits is fire.
I'll tell you
what. If I hit 2K, before this show is over, On my following, I'll give away a pair of these shoes.
Wow.
I have a ton of them.
Hey.
Can
Hey,
I
is that
answer?
from 2016 or 2017?
2016, but I have them from both.
What, you wore them 2 years in a row?
No, they'll just send whatever shoes. So basically, let me hip you guys a little game.
Love this.
So Nike has their 5 signature shoes, right? So it's Paul George, Kyrie, LeBron, KD, and Giannis. Those are their 5 signature shoes. Where's the camera? 5 signature shoes. And then they have their signature athletes where they have those 5 shoes and then they have the shoes that they give to other players. Now, though, there's like 3 or 4 shoes and they'll come out like every 6 months. And then Nike will take their next group of guys and then make them special colorways, put their logos on them, stuff like that. So, yeah, I was a part of that group. No big deal. No one cared. So that's the way it is. Like they have their 5 signatures and then they have other ones there. So if I hit 1,000 follows, then we're going to give away a pair of shoes and we'll announce the person next week's shoe.
Everybody follow Daddy Rich. And also, those shoes, so that's just from like you just gave it to a random fan after the game. Like, wow, that's crazy.
Nike sends you a lot. They'll send you 20 of these colors, 20 of another colors, and you might wear them for a game or two. There was actually a video, if you guys can find it, now this Velcro didn't work great because I had a wide foot, but I was guarding KD in the finals, I want to say the next year, and I go to stop, and literally this whole Velcro come off, and you see me trying to guard KD as this thing popped off, and everyone's like, yo, KD just popped him out of his shoes. So yeah, there's actually a pretty funny video if you guys can find it.
Well, shout out to Yohei. That's the dude who gave me those sneakers. He got, I don't know. I brought him out and he gets them back.
Dude,
I got you. Los, I got you. CJ,
All right.
I got you guys.
I was about to say,
Okay.
whoa, we don't get shoes? Come on, bro.
No, I get you guys shoes. I tried to make a bet for you guys. I was willing to make a bet. You guys didn't want the bet.
All right.
I'm still down, but we can talk about that later. I'm down.
Yeah, let's finalize it before episode's over. Let's get Richard, Daddy Rich, to 2,000. He's going to give out a pair of shoes, and we're going to finalize this bet. But let's talk basketball, guys. Bucks Nets. I feel like we're getting a conference finals
Ooh.
before the conference finals. Like, I feel like this playoffs have been working in reverse, but this is the series that I'm most excited about. Who do you guys got? And everyone watching, please go to Twitch Sports and vote 1 Nets or 2 Bucks for who you got, and we'll visit the poll. But Bucks Nets, guys, what are we thinking?
Go ahead, Los. I want to hear you.
Okay, so listen, this is my 3rd prediction of the show. The Bucks will win in 6. And the reason I'm saying that is because the Nets team, in my opinion, I know everyone loves to hype up the Nets team, but they have not proven that they could win against a team that actually plays defense and has players. Like the Celtics were injured, whatever.
Yeah.
So I think I got Giannis going crazy, and I got the Bucks winning in 6. And I don't think they'll be able to stop the Bucks.
All right,
Look,
Richard.
this is what I'm going to say. No, this is what I'm going to say, and I want you guys to hear me. If Lakers and Clippers do not make it out of this round, whoever wins this series will win the championship. Whoever wins this series, in my opinion, between Milwaukee and Bucks, because you already see right now what's happening on the other side of that bracket. Joel Embiid is hurt. Joel Embiid tore MCL or meniscus, not going to require surgery, but he's hurt right now. So I think whoever wins between Milwaukee and is going to win the next round because Joel Embiid is not healthy. And then if it's Lakers and Clippers don't come out, then I think, you get Utah is the next best thing. And then I think Milwaukee or the Nets will beat Utah. So whoever wins this series, if the Lakers and Clippers don't advance, I think that changes things because of how they match up. So, but if I have to say like who's going to win this series, it's hard, man. I think the Bucks are really good right now.
Yeah.
Not having DiVincenzo, not having him is going to hurt a little bit, but because he's out for the rest of the postseason. But the Nets look good, but they haven't played a team like Milwaukee that's locked in, and those guys just whooped Miami's ass. Sorry, Los.
All right, well,
they whooped their tail.
Let's see what the Twitch Sports polls are saying.
Here we go.
Nets or Bucks?
They're gonna say Nets.
My heart says Bucks, but we'll see. These polls have been surprising me.
I think people are going to say the Nets.
Okay, we don't have the results yet, so
Oh,
let me
what
ask
the
you this.
hell?
Listen, we're tweaking things. We're all good. We're all good. Let me ask you this. Do you think if whoever comes out of this series is the finals favorite, is the title favorite?
Yeah, that's what I just said. I just ranted.
just
I just
said that.
ranted for 5 freaking minutes. Were you not listening?
I wasn't.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Like,
All right, well, Chad says Nets can't cover Giannis, but Bucks can't cover Kyrie, KD, or Harden. So, but no, yeah, they can't cover Giannis. It's pretty even.
Giannis can guard KD. Drew Holiday is an amazing defender, one of the best defenders in the NBA.
Yep.
And the Bucks play team defense. The Nets do not play defense.
Okay.
That's the difference here.
We got results.
wait, and no Jeff Green. No Jeff Green right now. I don't know when he's going to be back, but they need Jeff Green because then you're going to have Blake Griffin trying to guard Giannis. With all due respect.
All right. What are the polls saying? Nets or Bucks? We got them.
Oh,
Wow.
Wow.
That's shocking.
You guys are not as dumb as you look. You guys are not as, and considering that most of the people in our chat are from Los's fan base, Los, I'm actually impressed.
So
that
I'm
you have a
shocked.
fair-
That's
What?
crazy.
Someone
What'd you
just
say,
said Griffin guards him well casual.
They just called Richard Jefferson a casual. That's all right. Going on other big news.
No, that's not true. That's not true. But they didn't call me a casual. I think they were being sarcastic because if that's the case, then that 50 ball that he had against the Nets a couple of maybe a month and a half ago. So I don't know what you mean by well when he had 50 against them on dunks and layups. Just that's a lot of buckets.
No, Richard.
Giannis is gonna go crazy in this series. I'm telling you, no one can guard him.
But let's just remember that someone in chat called Richard Jefferson a casual. I love it. All right.
You gotta love him.
Going on to some big news. I feel like a ton of big news dropped yesterday. Coach K is retiring.
Who cares?
Well, we're going to get to this.
I don't care.
I need to reiterate that people
care.
can hate Duke. People
I
can
don't
hate
care.
college basketball.
I don't care.
But Coach K is
he
retiring.
doesn't like Duke. I get it.
And he's retiring after next season. But not everyone loves Duke, the school. And Richard's already obviously pointing this out. Can we please show a little bit of history of Richard's thoughts on Duke?
I fucking hate Duke. I'm not doing. Look, oh, we got clips or some shit. Because I'm like,
We do have
no,
clips.
I'm not.
Okay.
We have clips. I'm not. I
I
have
know what
nothing
clip
to
you're
say.
talking about. I know what clip you're talking about. I've seen it.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Before
hate
the clip.
I hate
Here we go.
everything that Duke stands for. I hate every player that's ever come out of Duke.
That's true. There's no lie. I got cheated in the national championship game against Duke, so I hate Duke.
Okay, but do you think the chat hates Duke? Do you think
I don't
everyone...
give a damn what the chat thinks.
Listen.
This is for them, Richard. It doesn't matter. They all didn't get beat in
Well,
college.
that's
by
on them.
Duke.
Look, dude, that's fine. I don't give a shit about. I don't give a shit about Duke. I don't like. I'm trying to entertain you guys. Look, I got a Nick basketball trash can, one of those directions. Like, I fuck with the Knicks more than I mess with Duke. I hate Duke. Look, Coach K is a great coach and not disrespectful, but
Okay.
yeah, no, they could suck it.
Los, you like Duke?
Oh man, Duke's a powerhouse.
Don't
great,
you
great,
dare,
great
Los.
College, good organization over there, and I think really respectful.
Don't you dare, Los.
This dude who yells on his stream all day is like very respectful, great
Yeah.
academic university.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, top 3 school all time. You know.
Before I share my
Just shut
thoughts,
up. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this, man? Like,
please
seriously.
vote. Please vote. We need to find out what the
No.
majority of this audience thinks. Do you guys hate Duke? Mamba Bean 248. RJ didn't get cheated. Arizona's just a bad basketball school is all.
Arizona's a bad basketball school? Yeah. Talk about casual, you clowns.
I actually don't like Duke either. I was always a Fab Five guy. I mean, and it was always like, kind of like the pretty guys went to Duke.
Oh, the pretty dudes.
Pretty guys.
What?
CJ,
Pretty guys? What are you talking about, CJ?
What are you
The Christian Leitners, the Grant Hills, they were all just so polished. But then we had the Fab Five come in.
What? What is this dude talking about?
He's talking about pretty guys and stuff.
Can I ask you guys though? I love this news because Coach K retiring means we're gonna get a Coach K movie, and I 1,000% think that Steve Carell is gonna play Coach K in a movie.
Jeez. Like what?
Look at this.
Really good.
Am I wrong?
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
That's creepy. That's creepy, and I'm okay with it. But
what's in?
No.
Yeah.
No. Why are we? Can we stop talking about Duke? Can we stop talking about Duke?
All right, we will, but we got to go to the results. Do you guys hate Duke? Is what we're finding out. Chat.
I don't care.
Let's see the results. Do you guys think they hate Duke? Here it comes.
Oh, dude, who cares? I don't care about this topic. I don't care about this topic. No!
Oh, no.
Hey, Richard, if you could go back in time, would you go to Duke?
If I could go back in time and pick Duke and win a national championship, the answer would be no. There's no way. There is no, honestly, I wouldn't go with them to win a championship. I would disown either one of my boys if they chose to go to that school to play sports.
Wait, why was this a what made you hate Duke before you were an opponent?
They have a level of pretentiousness. They swear they're an Ivy League school. They cheat. I hate everything about Duke. Look, we don't need to go into my rants about Duke, okay?
All right, well, let's move on.
Thank you.
Did you guys see this crazy video? We're calling this flagrant or flop. This was one of the craziest videos I saw this week.
Oh.
What? Just watch. Okay,
see, Bears don't mess. Look, even
look at this.
Look, but this is what I'm saying. Look, even a Karen can take out a bear. Like, that's crazy. The level of Karens, like, that's so awesome.
What?
Yes.
So was that a flagrant or just a foul, Richard, on the human?
No, that's I don't know what that is.
It's badass.
That's the fact that she saved, like, first of all, this lady's got a variety of 6 dogs. Can we first talk about this? And how low that fence is. That fence is so low, it's at her waist, unless this lady is like 6'10". Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yes.
Also,
that is
I was
great.
gonna say, why does it look like there's a bear in, like, this looks like Arizona or like Nevada or something? Why is there a bear there?
Do you guys have dogs?
Yeah, I had dogs. What is she doing?
Would you ever do this?
Someone said that this lady was young, and I don't believe it. She's 19. Why is she dressed like
she's 17.
Yeah, no, she's dressed literally like she's like wearing like one of those old housewife gowns that you see from like grandma's house.
Well, so people, please vote. Do you guys think this is a flagrant or a flop? Like,
that's dude. This is the most crazy video I've ever seen in my life.
1 flagrant, 2 flop. Drop your vote in the chat. Listen, is there anything that you guys would do in order to fight that would make you fight a bear?
No. Listen, if my dog is in jeopardy, I'm grabbing my baseball bat that I always keep near all my doors in my house. I'm grabbing a bat, and me and the bear are going at it. Like, I'm attacking the bear. I'm not gonna let my dog get eaten. But
y'all hearing this shit? Are you guys like? I have other people in my place right now. They're listening to the silly shit that Los is saying.
How is that silly?
The only thing would be my boys. Like, that was it. That'd be the only thing.
Yeah.
And on top of it, I don't go camping. I don't do these types of things. So, like, I don't feel like I'm ever going to be in a position to have to fight said bear.
No, but if it's your backyard, if it's your backyard.
Yeah, that was a person's house.
I live in Hermosa Beach. We're not getting bears here.
I mean, you never know, dude. The zoo something could happen. Animals escaping, that happens.
Yeah,
Let's see what chat's saying. Black Airbender 215. Craziest part is her cubs were right in front of her, and that lady is lucky she didn't get mauled. Yeah.
Mauled. Because if that bear would have bit her and carried her, like bit her, like she almost got her. If it would have bit her, people understand that bears are the most dangerous land mammal. It's not a lion. It's not a gorilla. It's a bear. That is the biggest, strongest. Now this is not the biggest bear, but it's still a flipping bear.
All right, well, we got results. Let's see what chat thinks, whether this was a flagrant or a flop. I'm excited because
someone said LeBear. Someone called it LeBear James flopping. That's actually funny.
Someone said I'm
you guys
the
don't
most
come up with a lot
dangerous
of
land
funny
mammal.
stuff? Yeah.
What's that, Los?
Somebody said I'm the most dangerous land mammal, but I'm just ignoring that.
All right, results.
That's awesome.
44.9 for flagrant, 55 for flop.
Oh wow, that's a flop. But the question is like, was the bear flopping or was it a flagrant foul on the bear? Like that's what I'm trying to see.
I think it's more for the person, but we can go on for hours figuring that out. Guys, let's go to break. We'll be right back. This is Wake Up Basketball. Keep dropping in comments in the chat, guys.
Los is the heaviest land mammal.
I'm going to the chat.
Let's go.
All right, welcome back to Wake Up Basketball. Guys, you've been asking, are we going to have other guests, other pros on the show? Well, I'm very, very happy to announce that we have wide receiver for the Bears, Allen Robinson, joining us on the show.
Welcome.
And we're not just bringing you on for any random reason. Allen, you have a podcast right now that is covering the NBA playoffs. So what a pleasure to have you on the show. How are you doing, Allen?
I do, and like you said, go check out our pod, the Playoff Pod with me and Jordan Schultz. I'm doing good, man. I'm always excited around NBA playoffs and soon to be finals time.
Yeah. All right. Playoff Pod. Go follow that. Go check it out. We're gonna say it about 900 more times. Allen, what do you want to talk about? Like, look, this is your platform, brother. What you want to talk about? Let's talk about what you know. Or something that you've been listening. So he's been patient. He's been waiting in there, listening to all the nonsense that Los is talking about. So now what do you want to talk about? The floor is yours.
Let's start off with the Bucks over the Nets. That's what I want to start off with.
So you think the Bucks are going to win or no?
No way. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's possible. But again, I think that it's a lot less focused for Milwaukee on them playing defense rather than being able to score when they need to score. I think that's the thing. I mean, the Nets can play defense, and I think they'll get stops for the most part when they need. But I don't think Milwaukee's going to be able to score as much when they need to. That's going to be the biggest issue.
Now, this is one thing. Now, I know threes are worth more than twos, right? And so when you're thinking about Giannis, can he dominate? DeAndre Jordan, this is what's going to come. It's going to come down. DeAndre Jordan hasn't played. Claxton is young. Then you go, Jeff Green is hurt right now, not sure what his timetable is on coming back. And Blake Griffin, with all due respect, is a bit older, right? Like, so those are the guys that are going to have to be guarding Giannis. Like, so my thing is, that just defensively.
None of them can guard Giannis, has it?
No one can really guard Giannis. It's just, but if you don't have Jeff Green, the LaMarcus Aldridge, losing him respectfully due to his heart condition, that was tough. But Blake Griffin, older, being nice. Jeff Green injured. DeAndre Jordan hasn't played, and Claxton is young. That's the thing that worries me most about this Brooklyn Nets team is having to chase him around and guard him.
See, and I don't think that Milwaukee can play from behind against the Nets in the fourth quarter, especially when you get deep into the fourth quarter. Let's say 2 minutes to go. They're down 6-8. I mean, do you give Giannis the ball? He gets fouled, goes to the line. You know what I'm saying? Splitting. You know, it creates a totally different game when you start to say, okay, it's 2 minutes left, Nets up 6, Nets up 8. How do we go to our best player? Because sometimes at that point in time in the game, again, I mean, he's not that efficient from three. He's not that efficient from the free throw line. So now you have to start to defer to other guys. And that's crunch time to Middleton, to Drew Holidays. And those guys are already going to have their hands full on the other end of the floor. So it's going to be a good balance in kind of the whole offensive, defensive aspect. I just personally think with the talent that the Nets have, I think for the most part they'll get stops when they need to, and I think that they'll always be in the game from an offensive standpoint, which gives them, to me, a significant advantage.
See, this is a man that knows basketball. This is a man that knows basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to my guy Allen Robinson, Playoff Pod, right?
I used to fill it
Pod.
up back in the day. Playoff Pod.
Well, can we let's back up, because you obviously know basketball. We need to know where your alliances are. Like, we all know where me, Los, and Richard. Who is your team, and has it been your team this whole time?
So growing up, my team was the Detroit Pistons. I'm from Detroit. Shout out Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Ben Wallace, those guys. RJ, I know we gave you some tough times. Chauncey hit one from half court.
Yes. We beat y'all. I was 1-1 versus the Pistons. We beat y'all one time, and then you beat us the next time on your way to the championship, but no one cares.
So that's kind of where it started out. And then after, then I kind of became, which I thought was a Lakers fan, but I was a Kobe Bryant fan.
Yeah.
And then once Kobe Bryant retired, I was like, wow, this is pretty ridiculous. I'm not a Lakers fan at all. I was a Kobe Bryant fan this entire time. So
that's kind of Los in the Miami Heat and LeBron James.
No. That's like more D Wade. Like I was D Wade, and then now the Heat are just, I don't know what the Heat are doing. But
so you're not a Heat fan now.
Yeah.
So then once that happened, then I'm kind of just, I try to align with some players, and I'm pretty much just a basketball fan. I wouldn't even say that I really have a team, or I don't get emotionally stressed out about anybody winning or losing. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
you don't get no emotionals.
No.
All right, that's fair.
I just want to see some good games.
Very knowledgeable. But Richard, I want to show you this, because we actually pulled some highlights. You don't just know and watch. You straight up play, and I sorry to cut you off, Richard, but we got to look at this.
I used to fill it up back in the day, man. A little
back in the day, this looked like yesterday. Can we see?
Something light, man.
You
Let me
dunking?
see.
Look at this.
Oh my God!
That's a win. You caught that windmill.
But see, this is the thing. See, guys see football player athletes. He used to just be on the court trying to dunk, muscle through everybody. Nah, it wasn't like that. I used to try to fill it up a little bit.
Oh, hey, okay. Wait. Was this? What was this? Yesterday? When was this?
No. That was a minute ago. That was like some years ago. I want to say probably like 7 years ago.
You still got bounced like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, let me ask you though, because what is this?
High school.
Oh, that's high school.
Crazy.
So my background of playing, like if I was just playing basketball, like if we went to like the rec center or something, or a park, usually when a football dude comes on the court, they're kind of like uncoordinated, like they just throw the ball off the backboard and stuff. So like,
that's why I had to stop you right there during the dunk video. I was a hooper now. You know what I'm saying? Like a hooper. There's a difference between a basketball player and a hooper. It's two different kind of guys. So I was a hooper, man. I was a hooper. I spent tons of hours in the gym. It's so funny because I tell people all the time, I probably spent 1 million more hours in the gym than I did playing football growing up.
That's crazy.
Okay, wait. And this looks like you could have gone to college and played basketball.
Some small schools. Actually, going into my junior year, I had kind of made it known that I was going to go to college for football.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I saw the light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, okay. But these type of highlights. These aren't
crazy.
Quite Arizona quality, but like they are definitely. No, I'm joking with you. But no, that's a highlight, man. Like people don't understand like how many people played multiple sports. And one thing I want to say, put your kids in all sports. Let them play baseball. Let them play football. Let them play basketball. Like for Los is probably like lacrosse and curling and other shit.
Why are we
like
doing
whatever?
Why?
I don't. Why not?
Listen, I got a question for Alan. Listen, what made you pick football over basketball? Like you just, what was the decision?
I'm not gonna lie. In high school, probably like my senior year, football was it was easy. And easy in a sense where it's that I had the foresight to be able to see the light at the end of the tunnel where it's like, yeah, I can go to the NFL.
Oh,
like
wow.
I thought I would be able to do that. Again, I mean, even when I went to Penn State, I chose Penn State because I thought once I went up there for the visit and stuff, I knew I'd be able to play. So then I was like, okay, like let me go up there, be able to play. And my high school quarterback also went to Penn State as well.
Well,
There we
Alan,
go.
can I ask you, and maybe your answer is different now, but what's a better feeling? Like a crazy dunk or just like a crazy pass or a crazy catch?
Let's say touchdown.
I would probably say, yeah, touchdown for sure. Touchdown for sure. Because dunks kind of come so often, unless you get something that's like super crazy. But if you have like a crazy touchdown, it's like a crazy touchdown is like iconic. Like for you to have like a dunk that's like super iconic would have to be like Game 7 NBA Finals rather than, let's say, Anthony Edwards dunks. It's just like, all right, like in 5 years from now, we're not going to be like, yo, Anthony Edwards dunks from his rookie year. You know what I mean? Like people may, but it's not really too much of a thing as opposed to like, example, like game, 6 or 7 LeBron's block. You know, it has to be a very significant place in time for it to be iconic. But I think touchdowns kind of, because it's so few of them.
Yeah.
Hey,
okay,
Alan, Warriors, or the chat said that Warriors need to give you the max.
The Warriors, hey, shit, I'll be with it right now. The Max is looking a little crazy. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Hey, that team, you would have started on that team. I'm gonna be honest. That team was
that team was right. Do you play basketball like during your guys' off season as like conditioning?
I've had such a love and passion for basketball that once I left high school, I was like, bro, I can't even hoop no more. I literally, in college, I played a little intramural, but once I got drafted, I have not played a 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4, 5-on-5 game since I was drafted to the NFL. It's just my competitive juices and hoop is just it's probably toxic as far as how much I love basketball and how competitive I am when it gets to that. So I go ahead and
no, but
that.
this is the thing, real talk. That is why I never played 2K or NBA Live. I never played it because if I start playing and I start getting my head smashed in a basketball video game, it makes me want to go play. Like, yo, this is a video game. You really want to go play? So I just never, ever played that, dog. I swear to you. I'll play other games, right? Like I'll probably whip Los's ass in pretty much any game that's not basketball related, you know? But just like, yeah, I get you because you're just like, you don't even want to open that.
Nah, I can't even open that. Like, that's opening Pandora. As soon as I get a ball in my hand and like a defender and like other people around, it's like you opening Pandora's box. And it's like, you know what? I don't even want to do myself. Once I'm done playing, I may like pick it back up, join like a 30 and up intramural or something like that. I don't know, whatever people do.
I'm 40 and up.
Alan, we're talking about
I'm
hoopers
sure you can still fill it up though.
playing football, and every year I feel like they talk about it. But do you think that LeBron, at any point in his career, we'll open it up. Do you think LeBron could have played in the NFL?
Could he or like will he?
Could he? We'll say could he.
I think so for sure. Me and my agent actually were in a pretty heated debate about this the other day on whether it would be tight end or pass rusher. And I think with LeBron's skill set, I think tight end. I mean, LeBron is a person where I would want the ball in his hands. Just based on what I've saw and his athletic ability and his skills and stuff, it's like put him at tight end. I think now you have one of the best tight ends in the league. One of them. I'm not gonna take nothing away from guys like Travis Kelce, Darren Waller, and all those guys. Those guys do their thing. So, you know, it'll take some time for him to be able to create that kind of craft and, you know, and physical prowess on a regular basis that some of those guys have. I think it'd be good.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say this: if LeBron James decided to put on pads, he would beat Tim Tebow out for the tight end spot.
Wow!
And we would be we both would be putting our money in the same bet.
Damn.
He would beat out Tim
like
Tebow
it's a crazy
right now.
thing. Like,
no, I'm just saying. Well, Bron played high school football. He was like the #1 receiver in the state or whatever, and he had offers. And then his boys basically told him, was like, "Yo, no more. Like you have a chance to go do this in basketball. Like no more of this football nonsense." So he stopped playing. But ultimately, if I had to say, like, Bron, you got to go play tight end, or Tim Tebow, who played football for a decade, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going with Bron on that one.
oh yeah.
All right, let's go to a question from our chat and keep dropping them in for Alan here. My dog Susan asks you, Alan, who do you think are the best basketball players in the NFL?
Ooh, that's tough, man. I feel like it's a lot of them. And, you know, you don't really get to see guys hooping too much. A person who has surprised me, I will say this, over this past offseason to a couple off seasons is Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
I feel like every time I turn on Twitter or Instagram, he's at lifetime dunking on some people. So he actually surprised me, man. He looked like he could hoop a little bit.
Wait, I played with his brother. Brother. So his brother played at Boston College. His brother played at Boston College and got drafted by the Nets, Sean Williams. Sean Williams got drafted in the first round by the Nets. Only played a couple years in the league, but I didn't know. Like, he told me later, he's like, "Yo, that's my older brother." So like his older brother played in the NBA, got drafted in the first round by the Nets. I feel like went to school in Texas too. I don't remember where he went to school, but he grew up around basketball. When you got an older brother that played played in the league.
That makes sense. But surprisingly, I will say this though: a lot of the best guys in the NFL have hoop background. You know what I mean? Even from like Randy Moss, who played with Jason Williams. You know, Henry Ruggs. We saw his highlights. Devontae Adams.
Tony Gonzalez.
Guys,
Julius Peppers.
Antonio Gates. Jimmy Graham. He might be on and on and on.
He might be too old for you, but Todd Heap, who played tight end. So Todd Heap was on my AAU team in high school. He was my power forward. The dude won a state championship in basketball, football, and baseball in the largest division in Arizona. That's how absurd his school was, like 5,000 kids. But ultimately, like Todd Heap was a damn good basketball player. Division I basketball player.
I said, that's typically how it goes, man. Like you're like a lot of the guys in the NFL who kind of have success, do come from that basketball kind of background. I mean, because it's a lot of the same stuff, being able to get around people if you're on offense at receiver or tight end, having a craft. I think that's the biggest thing that basketball has kind of brought to football with me is being able to have my own craft and pace. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't play at one speed in basketball. You know what I'm saying? You see the best players who have hesitations, they have crossovers. They're able to create that kind of separation to get around somebody. And it's the same thing in football.
I love that you say that, but our chat is bugging out right now. They said they just went away from it, but they said Drew Brees can ball. Is
really?
there?
I've heard of some quarterbacks who can hoop. I know Nick Foles. I haven't personally saw him hoop, but I've heard that Nick Foles he can hoop a little bit now. So Nick Foles. I'm trying to think any other quarterbacks.
Hey, what about your quarterback? Your new quarterback, Justin Fields.
He probably can hoop too. Again, I haven't seen these guys hoop. We saw Indianapolis Colts posted a week ago. They had like a lightning thing, and I think their tight end went to VCU who hooped, and he won. But you can tell it's a lot of hoopers in the NFL. Like, and when I say hoopers, I mean like guys who weren't just like, I played a little bit growing up. Like, who actually hooped high school, collegiately. It's a lot of those guys in locker rooms in the NFL.
All right, guys, you guys make sure you guys go and check out Playoff Pod. Obviously, Allen Robinson knows a little bit about basketball. He probably knows more than 2/3 of our group here on Wake Up Basketball. I didn't say
I had a basketball question. I just said
2/3.
Yeah,
I just said 2/3.
We're not wrapping this up yet.
All right. So who do you? I mean, we got a game tonight, Lakers and Suns.
Yeah.
What's your predictions on that game?
Man, it's hard for me to go against LeBron James because I think that he's the best player that, for me personally, I would say but for me that I've ever seen with their backs against the wall. I've never seen anything like it when it's down, 3-2, down 2-0, down 3-1. He's a player who, when he's in those moments, you get Thanos James. You don't get LeBron, you get Thanos James. And we saw that a lot, especially recently, and I think we will see that tonight. So if the Suns want to win, they have to win tonight. I don't think they win in 7. I think I have to give that to LeBron if it goes 7. So if there is a game that is a must win for the Suns, I would say it's tonight.
And that's minus AD. You're saying minus AD.
You're saying that without AD.
Yeah, minus AD. I think LeBron can pull it off. I mean, again, man. We've seen, if it's one person that we've seen over the past decade do some crazy things when it comes to just winning games with, mind you, like with limited weapons, with injuries and all that, it's LeBron.
Yeah, but this is the thing, man. This is my argument, is that we can't have Campaign, who was on 10-day contracts last year, going for 20, and Devin Booker going for 18 in the first quarter. If you're not going to score, people, this is one thing. Look, right? The football term. If you're not going to score, then don't let them score. That's my thing. right? You can't be out here throwing up bricks and then letting people score all the points. Like, that's like calamity. That's like worst case scenario.
Tell that to the Clippers. Tell that to the Clippers.
Well, the Clippers just can't stop Luka. And truth be told, I don't think anybody has figured out how to stop Luka.
Okay, this is my question for you. So is Luka that good? Don't get me wrong. I'm a Luka guy. I think Luka is very good. Is Luka that good, or is it poor defensive game planning? Because my thing is, when you have a person who's almost average over the past couple playoffs, 35 to maybe around 35-ish probably against the Clippers, it's like we have to do something different. Like something has to be different.
Let me give you guys a little history, right? Luka is that good. And it's hard for us to see it because we've never like seen someone do this, right? The way he did. But Larry Bird, one of the reasons why they compare him to Larry Bird, I know people want to say, oh, he's white. No. The reason why he plays with Larry Bird is one of the swag, right? Like Tom Tolbert, who went to Arizona, he went out to guard Larry Bird, white dude. And Larry Bird looked around and goes, "You guys are gonna guard me with a white guy?" Like that's the type of shit that Larry Bird used to talk. Now let's fast forward. Larry Bird was so bad that he knew that there wasn't a brother in the world that can guard him. Right? It doesn't matter that Patrick Beverley's from the south side of Chicago. Yeah. What does Luka do? He posts him up, goes and scores a bucket, and be like, he's too small.
He's wants to guard him.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he shows them no respect whatsoever, and then he backs it up every night.
Well, I will say this though. What finally started to happen as well is you start to get them they start to give some different coverages on pick and roll. Because early on in the series, even last year, Luka killed them. Every time they switched, he killed them. And finally, you see Kawhi getting over, getting back, and them kind of trying to keep somebody on Luka that's not just a mismatch. Because, again, early in the series and last year, you had Zubac switching off to him. Then you had Patrick Beverley switching off to him. Now you got Patrick Beverley on Porzingis. It's like, can we please
but the thing is,
do some different things?
Even Kawhi or Paul George guarding him, he still blows by them and like no one can stop him. Like,
and again, my thing is, I think something something has to be done. I was looking at the whole game log from yesterday as far as Luka bucket, Luka assists, Luka bucket. It's like somebody has to do something. Like I refuse to just say that. I mean, he's just that good, or he's just going to kill us. Dude. It's like let me say this. If you're Ty Lue, RJ, what are you doing?
What are you doing? I don't know. I'm gonna be real. Like, I've seen Ty Lue prep for Steph, prep for Clay, come up with game plan stuff. And this is the thing. Luka passes the ball so well that the minute he gets in that paint, he's so big in his handle. He has probably one of the most underrated handles in this league, because he gets you there, then he does a little low bounce, no one can get it. Anybody comes, he drops passes all over the place. The dude is a bad man, and I think more we see it, that like two of the biggest, most athletic defenders, like Kawhi and Paul George and Patrick Beverley and Morris, he is giving them all the work. He is that good. He's giving them all the work.
I agree. I mean, I even feel like if you can just try to, because my thing is, at this point in time, if I was Tyler, I'm like, okay, he almost beat us last year and he's beating us this year. It's like, we have to try to take the ball out of his hands if we can.
You can't, because he's that good of a passer. It's like Bron.
I would live with him having 20 assists. I would live with him having 20 assists rather than 40 and 14.
And this is one thing that people need to be afraid of Luka, because they thought Porzingis was going to be his Pippen. He was going to be a 20-point-a-game scorer next to Porzingis. Is just he's a soft, he's a soft version of Anthony Davis. That's who Porzingis is at this point in time.
Listen, I don't even we're wasting time talking about Porzingis.
No, hear me out. But this is the thing. His team isn't even that good.
Yeah.
Like, think about this. He's putting up these numbers. Imagine if you had one or two other, like another all-star and another like stud next to him, then you really wouldn't be able to key up on him. That should be scary, that this team, talent-wise, is probably 9th in this league, 10th in this league is talent, like total talent. Like, so if he gets a top 5 talent team, watch out.
It could be over. Well,
just another all-star, just one more all-star. That's it.
They're close. But hey, Alan, thank you so much for coming on the show. You're our first ever guest on Wake Up Basketball. Guys, listen to his podcast. And now that you got the podcast and we know you're a legit, knowledgeable hooper and basketball head, like, can we get you officially set up on Twitch? I think that's the next step.
I know, man. That is the next step, man. That is, again, man, go check out the Playoff Pod, Spotify, Apple, me and Jordan Schultz. Go check us out.
Yeah, can't wait, brother, man.
Allen Robinson, everybody. Thank you.
Man.
Bears
Thank
wide
you.
receiver. We're excited for you guys.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for having me.
All right, welcome back to Wake Up Basketball. Hey, just a continued shout out to all the chat, to all the viewers on Twitch. You guys have made this the wildest, craziest show. Not just because of the love in the chat, but also the memes that are hitting Twitter. And I know Los either loves it or hates these. Look at this.
Hey, yo!
Los.
This
And
was
why are you
30
laughing there,
seconds after
CJ?
the show. Huh?
CJ's laughing.
Okay, now look, guys. If we're gonna put you on our damn show, we need a better, like the CJ picture is great, but I need a better picture than that of Los, or you gotta like maneuver it better.
This one's weird.
What the
Explain
fuck? What is
this.
Yo!
Yo, why are y'all get off my dude Los, man?
This
Los,
is
that's disrespectful.
crazy, bro.
Los. They did not bring you on this show to just disrespect you, dog. I'm not gonna allow it.
Yeah.
Richard, you're literally enabling it.
Oh, that's me smoking the Los pack. I'll smoke that Los pack
Hey.
any day. I'll smoke that Los pack any day.
Came back from 3-1 to smoke that Los pack.
Smoke that Los pack any day. I'm gonna be smoking that Los pack soon.
Guys, please keep these coming. This
That's
is what
awesome.
will wake us up every morning to keep talking trash, firing off these takes,
Oh.
keep making memes about us. Thank you. That's a lot of love. All right. Keeping this about you guys, the Twitch audience, let's go to the Ask Me Anything. Like we asked you guys, drop some questions in the chat. Let's just go through a bunch.
All I'm saying, really quickly though.
No LeBron questions.
I told you, crazy people and all Los people. If you guys got me to 2,000 followers, because I hit 1,000 in the show. Start of the show, I hit 1,000. Y'all give me to 2,000. We're gonna send some shoes. We're gonna put some shoes out there, and we're gonna pick a winner. Obviously, like I'm not gonna be the person that takes care of that, so that's why I get to offer shit.
What are you at?
We're at like 1.8, I think.
1.8.
1.8. Hey, guys, come on. He's at
What the
1.9.
hell?
Okay, 1.9. All right, 100 more. Come on.
Oh, look at that shit. Let's go.
Okay, let's go to the Ask Me Anything. Off-White JC3. How different would the series be if the Lakers traded for Kyle Lowry? They needed it. Schroeder is not showing up.
I think it would be worse, to be honest. Yeah, I think it'd be worse. I'd much rather have Schroeder than Kyle Lowry, even though Schroeder did play bad, whatever. Yeah, Kyle Lowry is just not, if this was Kyle Lowry like a few years ago or something, like, yeah, but no, I don't. And listen, there's a lot of Raptors fans who like Lowry, so they're going to be mad at me for that. But I mean, who would you rather have on defense, Schroeder or Lowry? That's all,
Yeah, that's a tough one. Like, look, because Kyle Lowry, even though he won the championship, multi-time All-Star, like probably has had the greatest career of any Toronto Raptor. I fucks with Kyle, but like ultimately, Schroeder I think fits them a little better. Is Kyle Lowry better than Schroeder? Yes. So by that math, I think it would be. But like without Anthony Davis, with KCP banged up. That's just going to be, it's like, oh, instead of losing by 30 last game, they would have lost by 15.
Yeah. All right,
So
next
it's like,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. Who do you guys think is the best fit as the next Celtics head coach from H. Rod the
Kyrie.
God?
What? Jason Kidd. I don't know.
Ooh.
Jason Kidd is the next up to get that. I mean, he deserves to go back to head coaching after what he did.
Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know. I just, it's the Boston Celtics. You got to understand, man, that's a job that's a very hard job. That's a very, very hard job.
Hey, Richard, would you ever want to coach?
Fuck no.
No, fuck no.
No, he wants to do a
No.
Twitch show with us.
No. Do you understand how much more fun this is in my life than to go and just talk about basketball and crack jokes and have fun? I'd rather do this a million times than to go and try and teach someone like me basketball or talk to somebody like me. That would be awful.
2K, baby.
Hey,
You got it.
listen, last thing I'll say about Jason Kidd, though, real quick, is I've loved him as a coach ever since I saw that clip where
The cup.
he does like the fake cup thing where like he spills. Dude, I love that kind of like that's like competitive.
awesome.
Like,
Hey,
yeah, like that's what coaches should do.
Yo, I scratched the scab off myself. I was so tired and we were in a tough spot. So I had a scab and I scratched it. And then I went over to the ref and showed him that I had blood. And then we got a timeout. True story.
all right, guys, we were talking about Richard Scab. You hit 2,000. This show is working.
Hey,
Let's go.
Hey, shout out to the chat and audience. We got Richard. You grew 1,000 in like 20
I
minutes.
love you guys. I love it. But no. We are doing this together. This is why I love the Twitch audience. This is why I love our fans, is because now I'm going to send somebody something. So we're going to figure out somebody that in this chat and we're going to sit and we're going to shout them out. We're going to shout them out on the next show. We're going to send you the shoes. And we'll probably have something also cool to give away next time. But like, don't hit us with giveaway shit every time because that's annoying. But, certain moments we will.
hey, giveaway.
I'll give away some stuff. I'll give away this Westbrook triple-double jersey that I got made for my cousins in the Philippines behind me. If you guys get me to like 1,000, I'll be bootleg jersey Santa. That's what I can offer.
Oh, that's what we do. There we go. Okay, so now, and look, we got to say it in the beginning, though. You can't tell people as we're about to log off because it's 11:01. Some of us
Let's
have
do
jobs.
one more question and then let's get out of here.
All right.
Who can realistically help Steph and the Warriors from Bedums?
I mean, dude.
Klay Thompson.
Yeah, that's it. Like, that's all I need.
Klay Thompson. He can help them. Klay Thompson, and they're a top 4 team in the conference.
All right, I think we got time for one more. What vet would be the perfect fit in your eyes to pair with Ja and the young Grizzlies? You've been talking about this a little bit, Richard. Every successful team needs that vet.
I don't know, man. That you just need. I love, like, you look at what the Knicks did with Taj Gibson and Derrick Rose. Just having a vet there that's been through the battles and finals and stuff like that. I think that's what you need. But we'll see. It's weird now because some of the younger guys are now vets, and so it's just kind of like, who are the vets? But no, I think they will, man. When you put vets with young teams, you saw it in Miami when they added Jay Crowder and Andre Iguodala. You saw it with the Phoenix Suns adding Jay Crowder and Chris Paul. You saw it with the Knicks with Derrick Rose and Taj Gibson. You see it.
Dude, what is this? What is this on the screen right now? What is this graphic? Is Los gonna cry? Dude,
are you gonna cry? It's a fair question.
No,
are you gonna cry?
I'm glad this got brought up. Let's lock down a bet right now. Let's do it. Let's lock it down. Whatever you want to do, whatever ideas. You said we'd lock it down by the end of the stream. Let's do something.
Well, we get shoes, but it's what we have to give Richard.
I want you both in a suit.
All right.
Deal?
Both in a suit.
I need a tie though, Los. I need a shirt. I need, like, you don't have to go pants, but I need up top. I want a blazer, and I want a collared shirt with a tie.
Do you want a pocket square?
If you're feeling sexy, you can do pocket square.
I think you should wear a top hat.
You can wear whatever the hell you want, as long as it's a formal.
Top hat for you, Los.
A top? Come on. That's what it was. Abraham Lincoln shit.
A bet is a bet, man. You say Abraham Lincoln shit.
You wear a top hat.
No, you don't have to wear a top hat. You don't have to wear a top hat. I just want to see both of you guys in a suit. That's it.
Sorry. Okay. Someone said make Los wear a baby costume.
Los, man. Look, you guys are gonna leave my people alone, man. Y'all gonna leave Los. Y'all can't talk about my family like that. Me and Los are family, right? Only I can talk shit to him like that.
This is all out of love. This is all out of love.
So Los, since I won't let people talk to you like that, I'll do it. I think you should wear a baby costume.
Okay. You know what? This is good. I will wear a baby costume. CJ's gonna wear a suit. This is not even a rage.
This is a rage. Yes. Baby, dude, suit sneakers.
I will wear a baby suit. CJ will wear a full-on suit.
This is not even a rage.
The dude got rageful about not being rageful. Guys, this was Wake Up Basketball, episode 2. It's only gonna get crazier from here. If this is how we're ending, you gotta keep tuning in. Shout out to you guys on Twitch. Keep giving us shit. This is Wake Up Basketball. That's Daddy Rich, and this is Los, or whatever. We're out.
LeBron's
Thank
winning
you.
tonight. Shout out to Twitch. LeBron's winning tonight.
Deal.